Hello, ladies and lads. Welcome back to not my floor, but my friend Hannah's floor, because I'm in the city tonight. Whoop whoop, getting wild. Just kidding, not at all. But who wants to hear something I did really impulsively, but also it's something I've always wanted to do? No, I did not cut my hair again. I bought a fish. My fish's name is Habby Jethro III. Yes, Habby is a mix of Hannah and Abby. Jethro is a name that I like to name a lot of things, and the third is a special number for my heart. So, precursor to this story, me and the last time I was here in this Hannah apartment, me and Hannah went to Petco to just look at the fish. But fun fact, in the state of everywhere, in Petco, you have to be 18 years old to buy a fish. So at that point, I was like 2 weeks before, I hit myself in the face. I was like 2 weeks before 18. So I was like, to the person, I was like, do you really have to be 18 to buy a fish? And they're like, yes. And we met these two bros, super chill, and they're like, can we ask you a question? And we're like, okay. And they're like, this is before, by the way, this was like before they knew how old we were. They're like, could you buy us some fish? And we're like, ugh, we want to buy fish too. They don't let you unless you're 18, and we're not 18. And they're like, ugh, we know. So then they were on a scavenge for new adults, and we sort of just left with sadness and dismay. Then, flash forward, we go impulsively buy fish, and they didn't even card us. What's that all about, Petco? If I didn't ask that guy, like last month, oh, not last month at this point, it's like 4 months ago. If I didn't ask that guy 4 months ago if you had to be 18 to buy a fish, I could have just bought in a fish, and guess what? Nobody would have cared. I realized that carding is stupid, and they basically never do it ever, except for like if it's important. So, if you're like buying a lottery ticket, they'll only sometimes card you, and like, I don't know, other stupid things like a fish, they don't card you either. And getting carded, no offense, now that I have the 18-year-old of license, it's a fun process. You get to go up in there, they're like, are you really 18? And you're like, you pull out your ID and you're like, heck yeah, I'm 18. So, I don't know, that's just a fun process. If you are 18, you probably understand, and if you're not, well, you'll get to know this feeling. Also, you can drive unrestricted. Fun fact, the law is when you're 17, you can only drive one person other than yourself, and you have a curfew of 11 o'clock. Now, I usually stuck to my curfew really well. When I was 17, this was like last year, I usually stuck to my curfew really well. But from day one, I always drove more than one person. You want to know why? This is how it really started. I have 4 younger siblings. My parents were like, no, we're not doing errands anymore. We're not taking them places. This is your job now. You want a license? Do that. I'm like, okay, I don't care. So I trusted myself to drive all these people also. So it wasn't like a big shtick. I'm trying to... Sorry, my hair was not even. Probably because I cut it unevenly. But there, now it's more. Yeah, now we're even. Okay. So I haven't really followed that rule. And Baruch Hashem, there was a few close calls, but nothing ever really happened whilst I was that age. And then my first, like, accident was when I was 18 and driving by myself. And it was sad. But it was talked about in a previous video already, so I'm not going to bring it up. But I was thinking about something today. Can you let me know why I have not a single memory from 9th grade? Like, in my brain, like, I could tell you some stuff about 8th grade. I could tell you a little bit about middle school generally. I could tell you, like, memories, probably 7th grade, 8th grade. I could tell you 10th grade memories. 9th grade has disappeared from my brain frame. Like, it just doesn't exist. I don't know what happened in 9th grade. And, like, I'm like, I don't think it was traumatic. I remember, I guess I have a general, like, overview of, like, positivity towards. I have literally indifference because I don't have a memory of 9th grade. Like, because then you'd be like, oh, you're blocking it out because of trauma. Well, I did not experience any trauma. So, let me know. And I would like to know. And Also, something else I was thinking about is last night I was scrolling upon my YouTube channel, and if you don't know how YouTube works, basically you could either publish a video to the public, which is what I do, so you guys can see my vlogs, or you could save them as like just you see. So I have a few, like, I realized that I made a few pre-vlogs to my vlogs that I found funny, but you know, they're not gonna go on the internet. But there's one vlog that I made, the first ever vlog, in 10th grade. It is 16 minutes long, and it is pure gold. It's just a mix of cringe and just like relatability and everything. So I'm thinking like one day I'm just gonna have like a big screening of that first vlog to be like, yeah, this is where my idea for vlogging started. Maybe, but that's just something I thought of. Yeah, so other than that, today was pretty chill. Did normal school things, and at this point that means nothing. Oh, funny story. Me and a few of my friends had a group project to do, and you know, we had to do it because, you know, schoolwork and such, but we sort of pushed it off, and we're like, oh, it's due on Thursday, so it's fine, we'll do it like, I don't know, eventually. We hop up into class today. Okay, who's ready to present your project? No, we had not even a word written. Actually, we figured out the morning of. Like, she sent us a reminder email the morning of. So we texted the person we were interviewing all the questions. Baruch Hashem, he got back to us so beautifully and promptly in time. And so we just threw it on a Google Doc. We slapped together some questions. But then she said something about herself making a mistake somewhere in the process. So we just jumped on that train and we're like, oh yeah, we thought it was due the other day. And she's like, oh, okay, I won't penalize you. And we're like, oh, thank you so much. So we'll just present that tomorrow. But yeah, that's basically my day today. And yeah, bye.